Welcome to another edition of the Straight Ignorant Pregame Podcast. I am your boy J Dub. I'm back at the Trap here in Atlanta with some of my good friends. We are here to give our opinions and, our thoughts on some of the things that's been going on here in the world today. Especially, this little ending of 2020. Thank God we all survived it. But who we got on the couch today?
That's your boy Spin Out Lakewood,
You got your boy Montreal Porter, a.k.a. the funniest nigga alive, a.k.a. Eagles. You made me proud this past weekend.
You have Lola, baby. Follow me on Instagram at Lola_baby. Follow my business page at Forever Treasures _ATL.
Hey, turn up.
Oh.
All right, in pregame tradition, take that shot.
Take that shot.
I got some in here.
There's nothing in there.
I got some in here.
He has enough. If that's what he wants, he drinks what he wants, okay?
When he said on Key and Peele.
And a whisper.
You said that. You said that. Like, them was that work?
That's definitely what I said.
All right, so let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Let's make it hot, guys. All right, so what we got topics today?
All right, so for the first question we got, with Christmas coming around the corner, what we at, 2 weeks out, I think it is? How long?
What week?
Next week.
Christmas is next week.
Yeah.
We're 2 weeks out for the end of the year.
That's how you know you're old, because you don't care when Christmas is no more.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it. Well, this year I do because I'm for the kids.
I usually couldn't even be able to sleep before Christmas Day.
But wait.
I would have been tossing goddamn, turning ready to go.
12 o'clock, I used to watch that Christmas story.
I used
My favorite.
What? Shoot your eye out.
What is y'all favorite Christmas movie or cartoon or whatever?
Die Hard.
Damn.
Die Hard.
They said Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas
That's what
movie.
they say. I never
I
seen
watched
Die Hard.
it, and in my cinematic experience and opinion, Die Hard is a Christmas
So
movie.
you felt the Christmas spirit.
I felt it. They had first of all, it took place on Christmas Day. They had a Christmas tree. He dressed up as Santa. He just fought bad guys on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Story is a Christmas
Yeah, a
story.
Christmas story.
That is
It's
a Christmas movie.
What do you mean? He saved his family on Christmas, and he saved the public on
I
Christmas.
think what he trying to
He's
say
a
is
superhero.
since the movie was themed around Christmas, then I'm
Okay.
guessing
Yeah,
because I never
it's
seen
a
it.
Christmas story
But
is Christmas.
is it a year-round movie?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, you can watch that year-round.
did it
Every
on-
year it happens around Christmas.
Oh.
So is Friday After Next a Christmas movie too?
Cause that happened.
Yeah, it's Friday after that Christmas movie.
I think so.
I would consider it. I consider Christmas movie, Christmas Story.
You mean traditional
you got
Christmas?
this
Yeah,
Christmas.
traditional
Yeah.
Christmas.
I'm talking about Crib
The
Brown.
Yeah,
one
right,
that
that
you
might
know
be-
for a fact, yeah, the
This
one
Christmas.
that you know for a fact at this time of the year, they're definitely.
But what made it a
Christmas
Christmas
movie.
movie?
Which one? A
All
Christmas
of them.
Story?
What makes all?
What the name for one? A
Christmas.
Christmas.
Hey,
But,
So this Die Hard Christmas then.
No, it
well,
just
I
don't.
never saw that.
I never saw
Well,
that.
I did watch
I
it.
saw it, but it just don't like. It just didn't give me no Christmas
Christmas vibe.
spirit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Christmas vibe, like Christmas Story. This Christmas, it just got that vibe. You know what I'm
Because it's
saying?
all about, well, I get what you're saying, the movie is about saving family, but I get what he's saying too. Like, you grew up watching A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
You know for a fact that on Christmas Eve or even that week, they're going to play this movie back to back several times.
Christmas Story.
To
they
the
play that
point
shit
that they even have the rifle now in stores where you can buy it. It's like
Oh, they do?
it's like a toy thing that you buy kids.
for- Yeah, it's on. It's at Walmart.
Walmart, yes.
My favorite Christmas movie I probably have to say is it's Christmas Story. It's only that or Charlie Brown Christmas.
No, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah,
Christmas. is
This
fire.
Christmas is my favorite though. I love
This
this
Christmas?
Christmas.
Rudolph is fire too though.
The one with the animated Rudolph.
Frosty
I'm gonna take. I like that one. I'm gonna share that one with you. That's my
Actually, Charlie
favorite.
Brown. Though.
I actually like the animated Rudolph one.
So in the Christmas spirit, how long before you get somebody a gift? Like, let's say for example, you just started talking to them a week before. Let's say you just started talking to them a month before Christmas. Are you getting that person a gift?
Look, it's not. Are you getting? It's like what kind of gift you give them.
Yeah.
Like,
So what you saying? You get them a gift period?
yeah, because y'all, y'all talking, but it's just like, are you gonna give them like a small gift? I'm giving them a small gift because I just met you, so I ain't gonna give you a big gift. Like we've been together for a year.
There's a price range.
Yeah, it's a price range.
So help me out there. Okay, I got a question. So I'm talking to a young lady now. We've been talking for a minute. Am I required to? Medium.
Medium booty.
Medium
Big
booty.
titty, small titty.
Medium. Fit.
Mm-hmm.
Fit one.
Stomach, no stomach.
No stomach.
Mm-hmm. Pussy wet.
What?
Alright. So that's my question.
All of that is like it's dependent. If it's wet.
All of those are factors, huh?
Yeah, it's factor.
Why? That she should get a gift for that?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
What kind of gift she get?
Oh, what kind
No,
of
it's,
shit?
no, it's not. His
Why
type
not?
is his type. You
So-
you may like big booty women. He may like women with breasts. So you can't.
So
tell
am
what
I
kind of
required to
gift
get
you
her
got.
a gift?
How long have you all been talking?
What? It's like seriously, probably about like just dating, going out on dates and stuff. Or about 3 months.
Yeah, you
Hell yeah, you
You're
better give her a
right.
gift, nigga.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be anything like
Oh.
outrageous.
She give me one.
It don't
Did y'all
matter.
talk about it? Did y'all talk
That
about
don't
it?
We haven't talked about it.
Y'all haven't talked about
We
it.
haven't talked about gifts.
Are you gonna see her on Christmas Day? Is the question.
If he fought, well, he better make time to see you.
She thinks she gonna be out of town. She might be out of town.
That's why I
Oh,
said
is she gonna be out of
it's
town this
It's
shit?
okay if he
No,
wants. No,
no,
it's okay if he
right.
wants to see her the next day because she may be with her family. He may be with his. But
She
as
out
far
of
as
town.
getting her a gift,
On Christmas.
I would. But like I said, you don't have to go to the extreme of just spending hundreds of dollars on her.
You get her something thoughtful.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's
Like
what
a handmade
You can
something?
get her like a. I mean, some girls might appreciate that.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on what handmade. You ain't about to draw me no heart.
Get
and
my
color.
daughter to draw her
Like
something
where you going?
and get her some flowers and get her like some wine and be like, my niece have made this for you. Flour, wine, booty.
Or you could just get. Or you could just get
Flour,
a.
Me!
wine,
He got the
booty.
recipe for that ass, bro.
Well, you
I
could
did
just-
not think about that.
Or you could just get a card with a goddamn with a little gift card in it, man. That's
Yeah,
all you gotta do,
even
something
that.
simple.
I have a question about gift cards. Do y'all think gift cards are like an impersonal gift to give? Like, what do y'all feel? Y'all just,
How so?
No.
I don't know. I just think, like, especially like around Christmas, because like the reason why I asked, because one time in college at one of my jobs, we had to do a gift exchange, but we decided not to do like actual gift. Everybody decided to do gift cards. And I thought it was kind of weird because I didn't want to participate because I was like, we just really passing around $20.
Yeah.
Like you buying me a gift card from Chick-fil-A, I'm buying you a gift card to Zaxby's.
No.
Like I didn't like that, but I like actually like buying a gift. Like I'm not like, you know, you thought of me enough to get me a
But
college T-shirt or something.
That's
like that.
different. Like, okay, for example, I had this issue. I do an annual Christmas party, girls' Christmas party. The first year I was like, everybody buy, I gave them a limit or whatever. Everybody buy a gift, you know, that's worth about $10. And, you know, you probably got somebody something that they really didn't like. You get what I'm saying? So the second year, I decided, and which I'm doing this year too, get a gift card worth $25. I feel like it's an even exchange. Like if I'm giving you $25, I know for a fact I'm getting $25 back. Because you have some of those secret standards, especially at work, where people don't want to participate because they look at it as like, well, I'm not gonna buy a gift that's worth $30, and I only got something that's worth $10 in return.
Yeah.
So to keep all that nonsense and that
Okay,
bickering
I
back
see
and forth
that.
out the way, I put in 25. I know I'm getting back 25. However, if you know the person that you're getting a gift for, my thing is I'm not gonna buy you no $25 Bath and Body Works gift card because I know you
Yeah.
ain't gonna shop there. I'm gonna give you something that fits your personality.
Why
You-
not?
Yeah.
If you give me a $25 in Bath and Body Works, I'm gonna get to my other side.
Exactly, it's gonna give you.
But it helped me out though.
You should
It's
pass it
right, you
out.
probably
Pass
did,
it on.
but what did you get in return? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you something that you can enjoy. Because that's just like even when we did like gift exchange at work, because I work with kids, and I would always put on my paper of favorite things and non-favorite things. I would put dislike coffee. Do not buy me a Starbucks gift card. Because them were the
They
gift
will,
cards.
yeah.
Yeah, them were the ones that I would
Starbucks
get
gift
my
card.
friends that I know that drink coffee, but then I was left without a gift. Because I gave mine away.
I think it just depends on how much you fuck with the person if you're gonna get them gifts or not.
So what's the limit then? So like, how much am I supposed to spend on this person?
If I mean, like she said, it just depends on how long you've been fucking with. I mean, 3 months is not like a big, super huge diamond necklace or no shit like that. But like, shit, if you get a pair of shoes or some shit, you know what
First
I'm
of all,
saying?
you're never supposed to buy a woman a pair of shoes.
Because they're gonna walk out of your life.
Yeah,
That's what they
sure.
say.
I'm
They
walking out.
say that about
Oh
me.
no, I say that because
Yeah, I'll buy you everything else. If I have the money, I'll buy you a Birkin. I'll buy you whatever, or I'll put you in a position where you can get your own money, and if you wanted to buy your expensive shoes, but I wouldn't personally go out and buy shoes for you and then give them to you. I ain't gonna walk right. I've seen people break up like that.
So the predicament I'm in right now, I don't go with the young lady. You know what I'm saying?
But you're dating.
I don't. Yeah, okay, you can say date.
Just spending time. It's
Yeah,
all
so we
day.
spending time together, real. But we've been friends for over a year and a half.
Oh, you got to buy a gift.
So now we fucking.
Straight
up.
Straight up.
So now we fucking now. So she buying me, everything I asked for is like a couple
When we
things.
say everything you asked for was a couple things. Like, we like high end, like.
Yeah,
Some Timbs.
high end.
Oh, yeah.
Tim,
yeah.
what, $200?
Tim
a
got a
Nike
male
outfit,
version of red
a Nike
bottoms.
Nike jumpsuit outfit with the
Damn.
jump pants, with the sweater. Yeah.
And that's like 120 because it's like 60 for the top and
Yeah.
60 for the bottom.
And
They
then I'm
don't come
buying,
together.
I'm buying her Pandora bracelet with the charm because she
Are
goes.
you sure you want to say that on camera?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great to say, yeah.
I'm gonna make sure she don't watch it. But with the charm because she just lost her Pandora bracelet and really meant something to her.
Thoughtful.
And purse and
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. You don't gotta get. You get a nice little purse. Michael Kors makes some nice purses.
no,
You
she
know.
already sent me like the place she want me to go, but it's cheaper than my Kors.
Dooney and Burke. You know what I'm saying?
It's way cheaper.
So look, so why do you think it's so taboo? Why do you think it's so taboo for like black men to date a white girl? Why do you think it's frowned upon?
I don't think it's a black man. Like, I don't think other black men see a black man who's dating a white woman and be like, oh, he's giving away, he's doing this he's not doing this for the culture. He's turning his back. I think that's more of a woman's outlook. I think she kind of feels some type of way. Because I will say I do feel some type of way on the opposite end when I see white men date black
If
women.
Lola walked in here with a white boy, we're gonna be like, what the fuck?
What the
Nah,
fuck?
I ain't saying we're gonna be like mad or
Yeah.
nothing, but we just gonna be like, what the
Same
fuck?
thing
Really?
with Keke Palmer.
You know what
She
I'm saying?
dating a white nigga, and everybody looking at her like,
You feel me?
So
like
like black queen.
Yeah,
It's like
You know what I'm
Serena.
Serena,
Serena's
yeah,
married
but
to
her ain't. She get a pass. The nigga billionaire. But
But I was, she dated Common. She dated like a lot of black figures
she
back
went
in
to-
the day.
then she just dated Drake, half white, half black. So she was easing her way onto the white folks.
She was easy.
Yeah.
She was easy on down the
Black
road to
hair,
white
black
people.
hair,
I mean, I honestly don't feel nothing wrong with it. I think what it is, a lot of, I don't want to say black women, but I think it's more frowned upon when you're talking about like celebrities and stuff like that. They're the ones they always try to hit with like, oh, you was dating black women when you wasn't nothing or whatever, but then once you got some money, you got your white girl, because they looking at it like she only wants you, for your money or those purposes or whatever. Like she's not really probably genuinely with you or whatever.
Would you date a white man?
I would.
Have you ever heard why they said that some successful black men date white women though? Have you heard like the reasons? Pretty much they just said because they just feel like the white woman let the black man lead. Like black women, it's more always an argument. It's more of always like, well, why you ain't do this or but it's like more like the white woman. White women are more what's the word I'm looking for?
Submissive?
Submissive. Yes. So that's what they say. I never dated a white
Would
girl.
you date a white girl?
Yeah, I dated a white woman.
I want to date a white girl. I
Why?
have sex with a white girl, but I want to date.
Why not?
Because it's just like I'm not
You know, you
really.
said culture.
No, I am. Like I've been since I was 9, 10. I used to go to Maine every summer for like 2 months every summer. So you know what I'm saying. I fucked a white girl, of course. 'Cause that's why I was around. But dating, I don't think I'm bonded with them as black people ain't. I don't think
It's
I
a
would.
different experience,
Yeah,
a different
like-
culture, and culture lines.
Yeah, like they can't relate to me. Like Trouble had his girl. He had a white girl. He had her in the trap and everything. You know what I'm saying? Boom. He ain't with her no more because
She didn't understand. She asked too many questions.
Yeah.
She don't know what questions to ask.
Yeah, I don't want.
She saw the pistol, got scared. Oh my god!
But I just want that. I just want that black booty.
You want a
black
white
titty.
girl with a fat ass?
No. I only want a white girl with fat.
Oh, you talking about?
I'm talking about to go with. I want that brown skin. I just want to see that every day.
But then also, I think, especially in today's age, it would be kind of hard because it's like she may accept you, but then again, her family may not accept
That's
you.
true,
You get what I'm saying? So it is kind of hard. But like, I have a lot of cousins because they live in Ohio. My black girl cousin married a white man last year, but she always dated white men. well, white boys, even when we was younger. So that was just her thing, and everybody knew that. She probably had maybe only 2 black boyfriends or whatever. So she wasn't never looked down on or whatever. And then I also have a black boy cousin that he got like 12 kids, and all of them biracial, because they all by white women. But like I said, when you living up there in a state that's predominantly white and you got a few black people, it's bound to happen.
Yeah.
But down here, when you talking about a predominantly black city and state or whatever,
Don't think you see it black.
yeah, it is kind of weird to look at it like that. And then, like I said, it also going to play as far as with her parents or her grandparents or whoever accept you, or they look at her like, what you doing? If you walk in on Thanksgiving or something like that. Because like a lot of my clients that I babysit for or whatever, I work with a lot of white children and things like that. And somebody told me one day, like, they only mess with you or whatever like that because you their child's teacher. Other than that, I honestly believe that family is racist. And it made me feel some type of way because I'm thinking in my head, there's no way that these folks, I'm taking up for them like, no, they never treated me differently or whatever. Like, no, they're not racist. But then again, they say, I can see the way that this person may talk to another person, of color. But with you, it's different because you take care of their child. They've grown to trust you and grown to love you like that. But somebody else, they can give 2 fucks about. So it is kind of weird. And somehow, I also asked me one day, like, did you feel comfortable with going to keep those folks' kids at their home or whatever? Did they think that you was going to ever try to steal something? And I never thought about stuff like that because, I don't look at, I know some people could be racist or whatever, but I just never looked at a lot of my clients of the parents of the children that I keep like that.
Michael B. Jordan married or dated a white girl, how would you feel?
I think it would.
He was Lori Harvey, and I hate that right now because they might actually get married. He might actually marry Lori Harvey. Like that might actually work.
My thing is,
Because she went from Future to
2 different total types.
no, she went from Future to Michael B. Jordan, just like how Sierra went from Future to Russell Wilson. So this
you
like,
think Future is turning
like,
these
if
girls
you survive Future, you get your nigga your dream.
No.
If you date Future and come out,
But did you see what Larsa Pimpin said? Larsa Pimpin said about Future. She said he's a real good guy. He's a gentleman.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think with Future, like, Sierra got the transitioning over from the trap nigga Future.
I think Sierra tried to change the nigga that
Yeah,
she knew that she
but
could
Future
change.
like, hell no, you can't change your bitch. I mean, he didn't say bitch.
Well, I don't even think that she tried to change him. I think
think
it was
so.
more. You gotta think about it. Sierra grew up in Atlanta,
Yeah.
so she was used to that hood
Exactly.
thug mentality from
Well, no,
Future.
she dated the Bow Wow, so.
Well, still though, Bow Wow was the shit back then.
But he wasn't no hood.
He wasn't no hood nigga.
He
but
was
still,
he was a Hollywood nigga when she was a Hollywood.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now, just like I got with this hood nigga, but then now we talked about she's mature, so maybe she wanna, get away from that hood, that.
And she went to North
Yeah,
Carolina
she
High
went,
School.
and Russell Wilson, the nigga that used to date white girls. So, you know what I'm saying? But he grew up in that
But think about it.
environment,
If
too.
y'all were to see Russell Wilson on the street, which and this is another thing that one of my cousins, the one that dates the white man, gets on her nerves about. She was like, I hate when my own kind tell me that I act white or I talk white just because I act professional. I talk proper.
It's not that.
What is it then?
It's, okay, see, being around white people, you can see how they act. You can see how they, how they dress, what their style is. How they talk. It's not talking proper, because you got a lot of black people that talk proper, but they still, you know what I'm saying, they still have that demeanor about them. Russell Wilson got that, yeah, if he could be white, he would be white. To me.
You can't say that.
But
Yeah,
see,
no,
being,
to me, but
that's being stereotypical.
it's not.
Yes,
It's not.
it
You don't know
is.
that man
Yes,
person
it
to
is.
say that he
But
would
that's
be
just
white.
like
I mean,
me.
that's what I'm saying.
So you said if he was still married to a white woman, he probably would have like
he's
a
on
white
social
lifestyle.
media right now, so I can get my opinion about him.
You can't.
Yeah, I can.
You
He
can't
on
believe
social
everything you
media.
see on social media.
No, I'm saying I'm giving my opinion.
Well, maybe
Why
that's
I
what he
think-
grew up around.
That's why I just said.
I think he's on social media because of who his wife is.
Yeah,
and I think if he was still married to his Caucasian wife, I don't think he would be as publicized. I think Sierra elevated him
This is what I'm saying. That's what I told
to the
y'all.
publicity he was looking for.
His environment, his whole life was around white people.
Exactly.
So that's why I just said, if he wanted to be white, I think he would be white.
She probably
me,
brought him to
that's
Atlanta
me.
plenty of times.
Yeah,
and
but he
they
don't like that.
They
Like,
probably love Atlanta. Everybody love
I
Atlanta.
don't
So
know.
is there such thing as
Bucket,
acting
probably.
white and acting black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so?
What do you think?
I think so.
I
You
think
think so?
that there's certain characteristics. Let's say that.
Like,
I
he
think
had white
just
people.
because we talk slang and this, that, and third,
That's
don't
right.
mean that you don't have white people out there. Think about the ones that they want to call hillbillies and shit. So my thing is that could be their way of talking slang and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it
If
is.
I was still
It
in
is.
Ohio and I grasped on to their accent and I came back here, you guys would have told me I talk white. Because guess what? When I moved to Ohio, little boy would sit behind me every day in class would tell me, he used to make fun of my accent because I had this dialect of Atlanta or whatever. But when I moved up there or whatever, I mean, my thing is if I would have caught on to their accent when I was there and brought it back here or whatever, y'all would look at me like, oh, she's talking white. But that's not that. That's because it's just that dialect, you know,
I
that
agree.
accent.
It's the same thing. Because even up north, because the reason why I say you can talk white or you can talk black is
Hold on, hold
because
on. Tell us about your experience. You went to Mississippi State.
Mississippi.
and,
Like, tell us about your experience.
and honestly, going to Mississippi State, a lot of people, especially when I came back to Atlanta, a lot of people would tell me that, you know, you do talk proper, you do talk white, you do talk professional. And I developed that at Mississippi State because you're around so many Caucasian people. They don't understand your slang. They don't understand your terminology.
Did that make you feel empowered or did that make you feel less of? Like, did you feel empowered? You like, hey, I'm that black dude.
Because
around
you
campus.
could feel less of because it was like, oh, I can't relate to him. But I felt empowered because I was like, well, now I'm the dude that's cool, and I'm using words you don't know, and they come to me because they all felt comfortable enough because my personality was good. They all felt comfortable to come to me and was like, okay, well, what are you saying? What does it mean? I remember one girl asked me, what does going ham mean?
But they be,
Like,
you know,
what I'm
they
saying?
be
I'm
interested
finna go get
though.
some
But
bacon.
and they're honestly interested. The thing about it, like with black people, we just kind of take what is it called? You take the subtext. With white people, they want to actually go like to
And
Urban
yeah,
Dictionary.
yeah.
Is it a verb? But now, how are they using it? So I was that person that kind of dialected for it. But in a sense, when you're in college and you're around those people and you're trying to show that you are just as good as they are, you want to make sure that you mirror them because you don't want to go in there and be like, yeah, all right. Because I've had that even happen at jobs where we've had African Americans come into to interview and they've been so relaxed they start using slang terms or talking how you would talk amongst your friends.
I do that too.
Yeah.
But that's what I was
it
getting to say.
depends
So
on-
when you're trying to get in corporate America, you're gonna learn how to talk a certain kind of way, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you're talking white. Because once again, like I said, I was around a predominantly white child care center or whatever. So when I'm speaking with these parents, I'm not talking slang. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny because even on some of my videos, if y'all see me record videos with me and my kids, my words are different, my voice is different or whatever. And I had people tell me that like, oh, you can tell, you know how to turn it on and turn it off. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't think that it's talking white or anything like that, but it's more probably being professional.
Yeah, I can see
Because I
that
can
as
sit
well,
right
too.
here and have a conversation with you all, and I'm using slang, or I'm using my accent, or whatever the case may be. But if I'm out there like I'm going on an interview, if I'm talking to someone in corporate America, I'm going to learn how to turn that professionalism on.
There's nothing wrong with that because when I go to Maine, when I used to be at my camp, if you got a trail right now, anytime you see me talking to white people, different tone. I can talk proper, whatever, but when I talk to y'all, it's different, like you said. But when I'm with my white friends that, like a couple of my white friends that sell weed and shit like that, I talk like I'm from Atlanta. So it all depends on who you're around.
And
like,
that's what I'm saying.
different
So it's not
cultures around.
necessarily the race. It's more of the person themselves. Like I said, if I'm chilling with y'all my folks. We gonna talk shit. We gonna kick like that. If I'm in corporate America, hey, how are you? It's gonna be something totally different.
I can
So
see
it's not
that.
even necessarily
Talk
about the
professional.
race. Because guess what? When I'm talking to my boss and she's black, I ain't talking hood to her or slang to her.
So look,
I'm
I'm
check this
still
out.
keeping it
So
professional.
this what I'm taking from her, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. What she's saying is when she's in the professional world, then she's carrying herself in a different way, regardless if they black or white.
Mm-hmm.
What he's saying is if he's around his white friends, you even changing the way you talk.
Yeah.
Well, not all your white friends, because you said the
Well,
ones
not
that-
all my white
Yeah,
friends. The one
yeah,
that's-
hood
You don't
white
think that's a little
friends.
the
sellout?
one,
Right.
You don't think that's a little selloutish?
it's not because the one that said the friends that who really know me, they know I'm from. They know because I talk like them when I was like young, so they know me. But like the ones like okay, the job I work at now, nothing but white folks.
That's a professional setting, though, so I don't understand.
But
if you're
nothing,
talking
but even when I'm around like okay, Friday I go to like a dinner, Christian dinner Friday, and it's just, me and the girl I'm bringing the only two black people. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be totally like I feel uncomfortable when I'm around nothing but white people.
Why?
It just happened like I
Just be
feel.
yourself. Who
I
cares
am
what
no,
they think?
but I just feel so uncomfortable. Like
Because
I don't know.
Because I understand that because when I went to one part of North Georgia, and it's almost like you're the entertainment, like you're the
Yeah, I heard
you're the
that.
color person that they want to shuck and jive. Oh, show me how you do them dances.
Yeah.
Show me and things like that. And then it's I mean I've really had people.
So I gotta keep my
Yeah, show,
professionalism. So
that's how they
Yo, man.
How do you do it?
Tell me
I
how
don't know.
to
Look,
Yeah.
like this is what I'm gonna say because I got some white friends, right? What I'm gonna say is I'm myself and I'm gonna talk I'm gonna talk the same way I talk around y'all. I'm gonna talk that way around
Would
them.
you say nigga?
Period. Yeah, I probably say.
I mean, I say nigga
sometimes.
in the van
Yeah.
when I be talking to you. I be like nigga when I'm in
Yeah,
the truck. But
man, like even
I feel
if
comfortable.
But see,
even
I
if I'm
wouldn't
sitting
say
around
nigga
if
because
I'm
they get comfortable.
if I'm sitting around a white person and got that's why I'm like, man, that nigga crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
I
not
am
too
going to be
comfortable. I'm not
myself
too
around
comfortable.
y'all. I'm gonna be around myself around whites, whoever. I'm gonna be myself. Like I'm never gonna change up because to me, my own personal opinion, I feel like you putting on a show if we in here with a room full of white folks. Like, oh my gosh, you guys
I'm
are
not
awesome.
saying that. You don't say that though. But
No, but I'm just saying, like, if I'm changing up the way now, I feel like I'm putting on the show because I feel like I'm not being true to myself. That's just how I feel. Cause so I'm just gonna talk the regular way. Shit, either you gonna set me for it or you ain't.
Well, I
Simple
think
as.
the whole nigga situation, I think sometimes we may be too lenient because I see a lot of my family and friends from Ohio that always, because they got a lot of white friends, they look at it like, I cannot feel comfortable with a white person sitting next to me saying nigga. And the only reason why they do it because they have black friends that occasionally just throw this word around, so they think that it's okay. Now that, I probably...
Who that, your white friend?
Well, I have not ever been around a white person and
They
they
said nigga, I ain't even.
No. But however, I have had a white boy call me a nigga in Ohio. I have.
Like, was it like in a
It
disrespectful
was
way?
disrespectful. He got mad at me about something. He called me a nigga. So I will say that. But I'm saying, like, my family, they have a lot of white friends that they hang out with collectively or whatever. And also with their black friends. And, like you said, you might be talking just like this nigga crazy, just having a normal conversation. But then again, I think that this Caucasian person may think that it's okay for them to say it because we cool, And it's always contradicting itself because I see a lot of posts on social media about that. Like, next time I'm around a white person, he say, nigga, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, now it's like my black cousin or my black friends, they starting to get offended by their white friends. But then again, it's like, I'm not saying that you can't say it. I don't think that this comes for them to say it. But because they see you using it loosely, they think that it's okay. And they think that we buddy, so it's okay for me to say it. And it's because I didn't say it in a disrespectful term, then it's okay.
When the white person said that to me, I checked him. It was at my camp. He said it because me and my Atlanta friends, we would say it, and he was like, "Ooh, nigga." I said, "You can't say that."
Yeah.
But he was like, I'm sorry.
So
like, nah.
So
They be knowing they can't say that shit. They just say that shit to try to test the waters
ain't no
right quick.
ain't no.
Cause I done been playing the game on PlayStation. Nigga say nigga, I be like, whoa, goddamn, hold up, bro. Nigga be like, oh man, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know we had a black guy. So they know that they're not supposed to say it. They just say it just to test the waters to see who's gonna be cool with that shit. And if you're gonna be cool with it or not, I'm not cool with it.
So how do you feel about this? Because I was thinking about this recently. So there's an offensive word for Hispanics. There's an offensive word for Asian people. And there's
Offensive word for white people.
But
What is it, cracker?
they don't.
Honky.
But it's not as offensive as the
Okay,
one
right.
for Hispanics and Asian people.
It is.
It
But-
is. I ain't gonna say it, but
I ain't
I wouldn't say it is. See, the fact that we won't say it, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's more offensive. So with that being said, like I feel like somebody like Tekashi 6ix9ine who used nigga a lot.
Is he black?
He's Hispanic.
He's Hispanic.
And black?
No,
Or
he's
is
just
he
Hispanic. He uses the word nigga a lot.
I thought he was black.
No, he is.
No, he's Hispanic.
Hispanic.
100%.
He just got that hood shit.
Yeah.
So if you
I
would have
thought
called
he
him,
was black.
so if you would have called him the offensive word for Hispanic, oh, he's gonna
Wait,
take that as complete disrespect. But you done you threw nigga around in 10,000 posts 10,000 times. So I feel like there's a divide in that because everybody wants to say nigga, 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 and especially in songs too. You know, we kind of white people like, oh, well, you know, it's in the song. No, but you get mad when I call. You get mad if I call you the Asian slang word for the Asian offensive word or the Hispanic offensive word, or I mean,
Yeah.
I say the hell. Y'all, they didn't even hear me.
I mean, I get what you said.
Cause I feel like we can use the word because we're reclaiming back the word. We're not gonna allow because it's here to stay. It's not gonna go anywhere. The NAACP tried to bury it and
Bury
the
it.
word nigga.
No,
And they was
can't.
trying to get it banned
They
from
ain't
like
gonna know
use
what
like on
I think.
BET and MTV
They
and all
should've,
that stuff
but
and
they-
bleeped out.
why they
They
didn't?
work, but niggas
Now I will
use
say
too
this:
much.
they do bleep out the word cunt, but they don't bleep out the word nigga on
They
TV.
don't?
They bleep
Shit,
out
they
cunt.
don't.
Hey, yo, watch Jersey Show?
They don't
They
bleep
say
out
cunt.
nigga?
No, they don't bleep out
No,
nigga. They
I
be saying
seen
nigga on
plenty of times
Boondocks.
They don't
got
even bleep out
bleeped out.
bitch no more.
They don't bleep
Like,
out bitch
bro,
on
they
there.
so
Yeah,
lenient
yeah,
now.
bitch, they don't.
They're
Yeah.
getting more
they don't bleep
lenient
out no
now,
more.
and that's what I'm saying. But if you would have said the offensive word for a Hispanic or an Asian, for sure they're gonna bleep it out.
No, I heard somebody say that Spanish
On TV?
Well, yeah.
Well, they say it's like a
It'd be like-
reality show. They're gonna definitely.
Because-
But then again, you know, they also look at like, oh, it's a difference between nigga and nigger.
No, it's all the same.
It is the
That's what I
same.
think.
It's the
That's what I
same.
think.
But you know they try to
Negro.
justify to say, well, I didn't say with the ER. I
Oh,
said
yeah,
nigga.
they're white
No.
man. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
a white person say either one of them, your ain't gonna get salty.
I had a white lady
Yeah.
approach me really nice, and she said a man of color as well, and I didn't know how to feel about it. I knew she
A
wasn't
man of
coming.
color?
Yeah, I knew she wasn't coming from an offensive place.
Okay, the
But
woman
because she
of
was
color,
older.
you're white.
And to be honest, I don't like the term black.
Yeah.
Why?
I really like the term
But you know,
black.
when
I
I
can understand
first
that too.
when I first started going to the University of West Georgia, I think we were out shopping for dorm stuff, and it was a white lady, and she said, "You're a pretty colored girl," and you know, I'm looking at it like, is it a compliment or what? Because bitch,
Yeah, you know
Wait,
what I'm saying?
but
You
she
should have
was-
been like, let's fuck. Why you ain't say that?
but no, she was an older white woman, so I get
Get that
I get what you saying,
Talking
like-
check.
some of them they're just
Single
used to hearing, you know,
Yeah.
not even hearing it, but saying those type of things. I remember my 12th grade year, I was working at a hospital in Ohio before I moved down here, whatever. It's like a summer internship thing or whatever. And I had like my braids pulled up in a little bun or whatever, and this man was getting discharged with a white old man. He was getting rolled out in a wheelchair. He told the lady that was rolling him out, I heard him, I was walking past them. She looks like the girl off the syrup bottle.
Oh, shit.
And,
Man, go
and that was my first day, and I'm just
Hey,
like,
Mama.
yeah. And I'm just looking like, should I whoop his old ass or what? And you know, the first part was,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
the-
I know how to take that.
But
It's
look,
not gonna be a
a week
offensive.
later, you know how they bring the dogs, the animals to the hospital sometimes
Oh,
to see the patient. And I was in the gift shop, and this white lady walked in, and she saw my name tag, and she was like, one of our dogs out there is named Ebony. You want to see it? And guess what the
Nah, they
dog?
say that about
The dog
Scott,
was
too,
black
so.
as hell. So,
So
Oh,
look,
Ebony is a porn site too.
Yes,
Like,
it is.
You gonna point her, but you
I
type
know.
in Ebony.
Oh,
shit.
I be thinking
I
of
be typing in
Ebony.
Ebony Mills.
Nah,
but
I
no,
know it.
Ebony.
Yo.
Only reason I didn't get too offended with that because Ebony does mean black.
Yeah.
So, but the whole.
But you can't be Susie, means white.
But-
Everybody
but-
know that.
but the
Everybody
whole
know that.
syrup
man,
bottle
Oh,
shit.
Becky meant white.
Becky means white too. Yeah.
The syrup bottle shit. If
That's
I
funny.
should have kicked his ass.
That's funny. You should have
But-
been that. That's funny.
Yeah.
So, but I don't like the term black because I feel like it's like a pot of gumbo. Like I feel like everybody's considered.
So what's the
black.
title of white then?
I don't like white either.
So you just racist.
No, I think you should say whatever your nationality. I'm Dominican. I'm Mexican.
You're what?
So we should say we African American.
I'm African American.
We're not from Africa though.
I'm
I'm not from Africa.
Where are you from?
From America.
American.
I was born
African
here.
American.
I was born here though.
You're
I'm
an
a
African
descendant
American.
of an
Yeah, I'm
African,
descendant
but
of Africa,
yeah,
but I'm not
American.
African American.
But that's just like
Yeah.
Mexicans. You don't call them all Mexicans. Some people
Yeah.
I prefer to be called Mexican American.
Yeah.
But they're
like
not
their
from
parents
Mexico
may-
though.
Their parents may or their grandparents may have been born in Mexico, but they were born in the United
But
States.
your lineage is.
Yeah,
your
but
history,
right
your
now where I'm
DNA.
at, I'm in America. So why can't I be American? Just American.
And guess what? And they don't
Because
all
American-
called.
Now if we all could call ourselves just American, you know, this American man was arrested today, this American man. I would agree with that.
You know, African,
But we- I don't
African
think we
people
should just- I don't
African,
think-
you know, African really don't like African.
be- yeah, they
they
don't
don't
Oh
want
no,
to be
African
associated.
folk.
They don't want to be
Oh,
associated with that. They
African
don't.
and
They
Jamaican
don't.
folk.
And
They
then the thing about that too is because, and I spoke, especially in high school, we touched on this, because they look at
You
it
want to go talk
as,
to a high school?
huh?
You want to go talk to a high school?
No, I said we talked about this in high school.
In high
Oh, like I thought like
No,
you was like on
it's
some
in high
motivational
school.
speaker shit. I was like, I gotta be there
But-
next time.
Like people in the Caribbean, like Jamaicans and things like
That's
that, and the
okay,
people
that's
from Africa look at it as they hopped off the boat and went back to their country. We stayed on the boat and were captured and stayed in America and allowed them to make us slaves. That's how they look at us.
Not us.
Yes, that's
Oh,
how
the ancestors.
I've actually.
No,
No, us.
I'm that motherfucker.
You American because they're not. You American because again, you said the Africans over there now. They look. That's how they look at you. So they don't look at you as an American.
Oh yeah.
They look at you
So
as
look,
the
so
black
look.
that stayed on the boat.
So check this out. So I think so this next question I got, I think it can deprive from that. Why do black men get put out for being sensitive or emotionally available for their woman?
Because a black man is never
Yeah.
made to be
Yeah.
sensitive.
Yeah.
He is built to be a leader. He's
Yeah.
built to be strong. He's built to be the alpha male, the mandingo, the protector, the provider, all that. So you really can't be like, because again, I understand like in this whole new generation of, you know, we're trying to create
There you go.
less macho man, but at the end of the day, women really don't want that because you don't want a man that's gonna hop on the chair with you if there's a spider in the room talking about something. I'm scared too.
Oh, I am.
Well, no, that's totally different. I get what you're saying with that, but I think with Trez and saying to back it up, it's this girl group on Facebook, ladies. If you want to join it, it's called Gorgeous Gang.
Hey,
Before you
shout out to
finish,
the
can
gorgeous
guys join
ladies.
just to like check out women?
I don't
Big
know,
girl.
but as far as I saw, it was only a group of
Okay.
girls.
Okay.
Anyway, needless to say, we're always,
Can
you
we send
know,
them dick pics?
shut up. But no, we're always in there asking opinions about certain things, trying to empower women. But this post, somebody posted it up, asked for our opinion. Basically, this man, he was going through an emotional state or whatever. Something about that, like his childhood friend was on life support or something or whatever. To the point that he was texting his girl and basically telling her like, baby, I need you right now because this pain, you know, is hurting me because like I'm about to lose my friend. The woman was at a baby shower, so she texted him back saying like, well, the baby shower almost over with, so when it's done, I'll come check on you. And he basically telling her like, please, like I need you right now. Yeah. She responded back to him basically saying that, well, it's gonna have to wait because I promised them I'm gonna clean up and do all this, that, and third. It was like she was putting him off.
Do you think she
You
wrong
know,
for that? For
I
that
think
message?
she was totally wrong, 100% wrong. Because my thing is, like you said, when you're dealing with something like that or whatever, it's okay for men to show their emotions. My thing is when we try to put y'all up to be so strong all the time, honestly, that should be killing y'all in the inside.
I think one thing I experienced, because I am an emotional and sensitive man. I think one thing that
What's that?
I think one thing that I have realized in relationships is sometimes if I am emotionally available, I get dogged out. If I'm not emotionally available, I get dogged out. Like it don't really seem like it's a win. It always seems like it's a lose-lose. It's never a win-win. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in a situation where she be like, you don't express yourself to me. You don't tell me nothing. You don't even come to me and you don't even talk it out. Then when I do, man, you act like a bitch. what the fuck you keep goddamn crying for? What the hell you whining for? And it just feel like it's really a lose to the point where you just lash out and she looking at you crazy because it's like, why you coming at me like this? It's like, bitch, I've been trying to talk to you for months. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You
okay,
don't, you know.
I understand your struggle.
On that
Get
first
off your
end,
chest.
I think females want the first one that you said. They're gonna complain. They're gonna do all that, but they don't want too much of a like me. I don't cry. I would never cry to a female unless my daddy died. Once my daddy died, I cried, but that's beside that. Like I would never cry unless somebody died. But like being emotional, like I don't know, it's hard for me because
not even emotional
what I've
like where
been
you're
seeing.
crying, but like I've been in a situation where like I was going through a family issue and I was trying to lean on my girl, and you could just hear like the trembling in my voice. I didn't cry in front of her, but I was
Even
emotional.
if you want to cry, I think that as women, we need to make you all feel comfortable with being able to come to us.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not saying, but that's just like I read this yesterday on the internet. A lot of men have shut down emotionally in relationships because their woman has always replied, "You acting like a bitch," every time he tried to express his feelings. And my response to that was, "Baby, come lay your head on these two pillows and let's talk about it." I'm not gonna ever push him. I'm not gonna ever push him out for not trying to express himself. Because guess what? When we arguing with y'all, now this way it becomes contradictory, like you said. When we arguing with y'all and y'all don't want to talk about it, y'all want to shut down, then we want to be all up in your face. Why you ain't saying that? Fuck that. You know, we try to get a response out of you. So my thing is make it comfortable for him to be able to come and want to talk to you and express your feelings. And it's vice versa for you all.
But also, let me tell you like this here too. It's a lot of these chicks out here that's not as, calm and cool and collected as you. I done had a chick that I done cussed her out before. And the bitch hit me up the next day said, I ain't gonna lie, that turned me on.
Hell yeah, I love that. Like,
that's crazy.
Have y'all seen
think about it though?
Where it's like women start an argument just so they can get cussed out by their dudes.
Hey, bitch, quit playing me. Then they call you that day.
I had that happen over the weekend when I was on a date.
Yeah, we said, bitch, quit playing me, didn't we?
Nah, I just kind of gave her that look. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even have to say nothing. I just gave her that look. I was like, man, just do what you want.
Well, how you saying?
Just get what you want.
That's why I said, bitch, quit playing me.
And she was like, oh, she was all over
So you did what? What you do?
Bitch, quit playing with me. And she came with the.
I thought it said whoop.
I said, bitch, quit. No, I ain't punching. I said, bitch, quit playing with me. Come with the. Yeah.
It depends on how much disrespect, though.
No, but I'm saying,
if you're doing it in a disrespectful way, then I don't agree with that. If you're doing it in a playful way, and we make it hee hee ha ha, but I think that's also where it kind of contradicts itself as well, because women, we say that we don't want a man calling no bitch. We feel like that's the end of the world. Oh, he done called me a bitch. That's fighting words. But then again, like you said, when you told her bitch quit playing me, you did it probably playful.
No, ain't no play. But it was like,
okay.
It was like she was playing with me, like she was doing some shit like I wouldn't agree on. You know what I'm saying? So I said, bitch, quit playing with me. And then, you know what I'm saying? Everything calmed down.
Then next thing, what happened after that?
We fucked.
Raw.
Raw dog.
Good job. There I go.
Hey.
Raw dog.
I don't know, man. Like I said, I just think that I think me being sensitive and emotional, you know what I'm saying? I just think that women got to do a better job as far as dealing with their emotional man, you know what I'm saying? And be there for me, man. Like, shit, when they get come, because I done cried in front of girl folk.
For what?
I was so we was in the car.
You were driving?
Boom. Yeah, I was in the car. The headlights went on.
You sit by here like
And the police got down, pulled us over. And got down, shit. I seen that goddamn second car pull up.
No, you did
I
not.
was like, God damn, I ain't trying to go to jail.
No, you did not.
And then she was looking like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was looking like you too.
Man, I ain't trying to go to no fucking jail. Fuck
Oh,
jail.
What fuck, nigga?
Man, fuck jail.
Man, I was
Man, probably like, God damn.
Did she fuck you after that?
Yo, she came and got me out. That's what I'm saying. I don't be
What you really crying for?
I didn't know that she was gonna do all that.
Why did you cry in front of
Because I didn't want to go to jail.
I never want to go to jail either, but I ain't gonna cry.
He probably like, let me go get this nigga out. He crying.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody using it. Hey,
Shit, you listen, man, fuck Jay, I take this shit, you gonna bail me out.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say all that. But I ain't finna be the nigga that cry. I be like, damn, they fucked up. Hey, can you call mama? Can you?
Right.
I make plans.
We did all that. Hold on. Well, first of all, y'all act like I'm just in a car goddamn crying like I'm watching a Notebook or some shit. But I ain't saying that. But I was just like, man, damn, they fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
I be like that.
But I ain't saying I'm in a color. You know, hell no. They gonna take my innocence.
Why before the police?
Hell no. I wasn't saying like that. But nah, nigga was just got the extra goddamn sad.
I got the question. What is your funniest story going to jail? You ain't going to jail.
You know
Alright,
what
so you
I'm
get excluded. So everybody who been in jail, because I know all three of us went to jail.
You want a funny story? You want a funny story?
Yes, I got funny stories.
I ain't got no funny story.
You got
That's why I
funny
get
stories.
Jail or arrested or both?
Arrested or both. Whatever you want to do. What's your
I
funny
mean, I used to get arrested when I was younger.
Look at Remy Ma over here.
When I was a kid, because me and my friends, we would always fight. And folk would call the police and then court. But see, me, when I was young, and my mama knew this, I had an alias. I had an alias since I was about 13, 14 years old. So when the police called my mom and tell her, we got your daughter Kiriana Tucker, like, she knows, she coming.
What the hell is Kiriana?
That's my alias.
Oh.
So, anyways, one thing, I mean,
I'm about to say that's your other real
we
name?
got to find that Cascade skating ring. And two of my other homegirls, they gave their real name. I gave my alias. But I'm trying to figure out, maybe the police was used to me giving my alias, because them motherfuckers still showed up at my house and subpoenaed me to come to court.
Damn.
And I kept asking my mama, like, how they find me?
He's like, I don't say that. Yeah,
And I kept saying, like, my friends don't then snitch on me. They tell the fuck my real name. But I think probably because my alias was in the system so
I
good.
thought I was about to say.
That they just knew, hell nah, this is such and such, go to the house. My mama called me mad as hell to myself. You got the police banging on the door, walk to the door with a blunt in my hand, and somebody subpoenaing you to gotta go to court. I was like, okay, whatever. But no, my funny story about actually getting in jail when they instead with my ex-boyfriend. And the police asked this nigga, like, what happened? He looked at me, he looked at the police, he looked back at me and said, she cut me. And I said, oh, hell. So like he said, I'm trying to get up, call people or whatever. The police literally pulled his gun out and told me, if you move one more time.
Gonna bust your ass.
And he was like, and so I was just like, y'all got me fucked up. But anyway, long story short, they left him in my house and locked me up. Because they was still trying to patch him up and shit like that. And I was like, who gonna lock my house up? They was like, we'll bring your keys down to the precinct. Like, I was mad as fuck. And then I had to go through 3 different fucking jails. I got locked up in East Point because it was a felony. I got dressed out and everything. I was in jail playing Uno with this crazy bitch in my cell, and she kept cheating. And I'm like, I don't want to beat that whole ass and get another charge. So I'm mad as hell. So they were like, Tucker, dress out. They were like, they shouldn't even told you to dress in or dress out. You going to Wright Street. I'm on the back of the paddy wagon with a whole bunch of niggas just sitting right there in handcuffs with her. Everybody talking about
They don't try to talk to you.
Yeah. So we just
That's
sit right
fucking
there.
crazy.
Look, and then it was one hood nigga. He on the back of the paddy wagon to my son. Shit, I'm about to be out in a minute. You know, I don't even give a fuck. This ain't my first time. He just flexing. So I'm thinking, nigga, your ass gonna be in this bitch for a minute too. So we get to Wright Street. It was some crazy bitch, and one person was there by herself. Took her handcuffs out, was banging them bitches against the glass. It was just so much.
You didn't say that after that?
Huh?
You didn't say that?
Yes.
Yep.
So then, the next day, I go to court. I make bond because my homegirl paid it, but it was over Easter weekend. They didn't give a fuck. They sent my ass to Union City, and I sat down there in that bitch about 4 days.
Yep.
So, yes, it was just a long process. And you know, you be so hungry because I didn't eat. I'm not going to lie, I didn't eat for them 4 days. Hell no, I ate bread and water.
I ain't no chicken.
I ain't no
chicken.
You not there for 4
Is
days?
that what they gave you, or is that just what
No, they was giving you bullshit, but they would wake you up about 3 o'clock in the morning. I would literally go get my tray, put that bitch on the table, let them other hoes have it, and take my ass back to sleep.
Oh, y'all don't eat breakfast.
So when I got out, my homegirl came and picked me up, and I was like, take me to Taco Bell, take me to Taco Bell. And I bought all that food, didn't even really want it. Because I was just like, I'm just glad to be out. Even on my way out the door, the guards asked me, you ain't going to leave that good health for them in here? Because it's my birthday weekend and everything. I both had went out and out there. I was like, fuck them home.
So I'm gonna tell y'all the story. When I had got arrested for my DUI. Actually, I'm gonna tell you the story when I had to do the little the over the weekend bullshit. So boom, so you know you had to go back for over the weekend for like 2 days or some shit like that. So I'm like, fuck. So, you know, bro, you see all this shit on TV and all that type shit. I'm talking to my boy and shit. I'm like, man, I know I'm gonna fight for my food, all that type shit. He said, nigga, you going to jail, nigga. You not going to the pen, bro. I was like, hell no, bro. I'm gonna fight, but whatever, cool, boom. So I go up there or whatever. So my mama dropped me off or whatever. I'm talking, we had just went to Zaxby's and all that shit. I'm talking about you living good in that motherfucker. So we go up to jail. So my mama dropped me off. So boom. So I walk up the little catwalk. I'm going in here. I look back. Mom do crying and shit. So I go in here. I got there. Give her that paper. She say, so what? She say, you here for the weekend? I say, yeah. I said, I'm here for the weekend. So I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm gonna got there do this shit 10 toe down. I'm gonna knock this shit out, right? Boom. So give her the paper. She say, you here for the weekend? I say, yeah. I said, I'm here for the weekend. Got down. I looked that way. By the time I look back that way, she sliding the paper back across the goddamn desk. So I'm thinking, like, you know, me being so green when it comes to that jail shit, I'm thinking somebody finna goddamn come get me or some type shit like that. So I'm just standing there. So she talking to her homegirl. She go, you must want to go to jail. I said, no. Boy, if you don't get up out of here, I got down snatch that motherfucker. Boom, I got down. I'm hitting that bitch out the door like this. I called mom. Mama said, wait. I said, you can come back, come get me. I said, she signed the paper, whatever. I just don't understand what, man. Just come get me. These folks come back out here and come and get my dumb man. Just come back and come get me. So, now that was the funny thing that happened to me, though.
What about you?
My funny story.
Oh, we finna be here for a while.
Yeah, it probably like two, but I got hella funny stories about it. But okay, one of them, I got locked up. What the fuck I had that? It was Sunday Hall of Fame game. The Hall of Fame game was that day, right? So me and my partner Trey was outside smoking that shit at my old house. I was like, I'm seeing the police like right there by my house, and then his brother called like, can I take him to the west side? I was in my baby mama car and shit. I'm like, shit, I should not take him to the west side. Let me wait till the Hall of Fame game. But then they were like delaying and shit like that. I said, bet, I'm finna take him to the west side. Boom. I got my daughter in the car. We driving up the hill with Trey, and my daughter.
They took his daughter in the car.
We driving up the hill. Driving up the hill. I get him right. Boom. I was like, bro, give me a 3.5 for taking you, to the west side.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. He gave me a 3.5 that gas. That gas. You smell from down the street. Boom. Gave me a 3.5, put it in my pocket. We drove in Lakewood. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 police cars like at every stoplight. I said, and then I knew my baby mom one of her back light was out. I said, Trey, give me your shoes. Cause I have no shoes on. I'm like, bro, give me your shoes. Don't go in jail. And so I drove. 2 police get behind me. I made a right turn. Like when you stop on the brake, you can see one of the brake lights out. But if you keep going, you won't see. So I turned without stopping, without hitting the brake. So I pulled into my cousin driveway. I got halfway in the driveway, hit the brakes. They put the lights on. I said, fuck. I called the mud. Yeah, I called the mud. I said, bro, I'm finna go to jail. The mud and my brother that came up here got Chloe. Chloe walking down the window. Where you going? I said, I'm finna go on vacation. No, you're not. You're going to jail. So I went to jail. So I'm walking to court and shit right now. Right. I got this retarded ass nigga on my wrist, on my other side of my wrist. This nigga
They got handcuffed together?
Yeah, this nigga trying to crawl.
What you mean?
He got down it. He trying to crawl. Don't know. Like, he's supposed to be in the red.
So that nigga, while you leaning like this and shit,
I kicked his ass. Damn, get up. Like, I was mad then. Like, fuck, nigga, get up. So he got up, bro, you ain't have to kick me. Like, bro, come on. So we walking that shit. This nigga started singing like Temptations, like all of that shit. What's the fuck wrong with this nigga? Like, I swear to God, I kept saying it. The old nigga hit him behind the head. Shut up. He was like, you don't have to hit me like that. He kept saying it. Like, that shit, that was the most funniest shit. I stayed that for a week though, but that's the most funniest shit in the world.
I stayed in jail.
But only reason I stayed there for a week, she gave me a bun. But it was on that Monday that everybody broke. Everybody broke who I tried to get out. Like, my baby mama came and got me like that Friday.
Oof.
I was so happy, bro. You just don't.
Nigga, I would have ran out that.
I know,
Nigga,
right?
when they called me, look,
You,
they
I was
ca-
like this.
look, they came over, got that intercom. Then when I did that DUI, and then I'm gonna close it after this. Then when I had the
I
DUI,
got
you got
I
arrested.
got fun, sir.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let your mom go there.
All right, go do it.
Well, I mean, I want you to finish yours too, but mine's real quick. I never been to jail, but I did have to go bail somebody out. And that's a whole experience in itself. I had to go to 2 different bail bondsmen. One of them was white. I ended up going to a black dude because the white dude was like, we couldn't bail your homie out until like 2 days. I was like, you're a bail bondsman. I thought you were supposed to be able to bail him out. Then I went to the black guy. He explained it to me. And then he made some shit happen for us. So I was like, man, that's a blessing. But I thought, like, this is my first time bailing somebody out. I'm thinking, like, all right, it's going to be a quick process. He ain't
Oh,
in
no,
with
this
some
shit ain't
bullshit.
quick.
So I'm like, all right, I'm going to drop this bill, bail my boy out. He going to come right out of jail. So I'm waiting for him to come. So then that's when I discovered the churches on Bankhead. That churches ain't got no chairs.
Nope.
Like, you can only do to-go orders. You can only do, and they got bulletproof windows.
They got flies, but go ahead.
And I'm telling you, they had some good livers that day. That's the best livers I had.
You eat liver, bro?
I do eat livers. They had the best
Yeah, liver?
ones.
You
I don't
eat
eat
liver?
liver.
They eat chicken livers.
I
But
eat chitlins. I don't eat liver.
You eat
I
chitlins?
love chitlins.
Ooh,
Put
child,
that hot
that's a whole
sauce.
nother different-
Put
Yeah,
that hot
I
sauce
do
in
chitlins,
that
I do
chili.
chitlins.
Oh!
I do chitlins
I want
too.
chili right now.
All right, and on that note, we signing out. It's your boy Montrez Porter, aka the funniest nigga alive.
It's Lola, baby. Follow me on Instagram at Lola_baby.
Lola, you look very beautiful today. I meant to tell you that.
Thank you.
Titties
guys.
Perkins.
Get to it.
Titties.
I didn't say all that. I didn't say all that.
Those are those things that help you with your mental health as a black man.
Yeah, you stuck on you just grab one like a
Hello.
million. So just grab it like this, just start licking.
Like, what's going on? Just come
You
here.
a titty man?
No, I'm an ass.
He an ass man. He eat chitlins. Next.
Yeah, Lola, we like that shit.
No, I'm an ass man, but I will, I will.
What you say you don't eat ass though?
I don't eat ass like that. Like it depends. Like I have to be like drunk. I am now. I eat
He's
ass.
not drunk his ass
I
down.
eat ass.
Do it, you just messed up?
Might do it, like, but it's been like.
I'm your boy J Dub. I don't eat ass.
That's
That's cap.
That's
I
cap.
don't eat ass.
That's cap, nigga. That's cap as hell.
That's what I do.
Listen,
You did not have no beer when I knew you.
This man is from pussy.
We out chill.